Greetings, wise ones, and welcome back to the 8th House Wisdom channel. I'm Melissa of 8th House Wisdom, author, psychotherapist, business astrologer, and your go-to expert for harnessing feminine energy and stellar planning in life and business. On this channel, we help you access the power of applied astrology, timing, and energy management techniques through my stellar planning and lunar wisdom formula processes, unlocking an unfair advantage in life and business, specifically for female entrepreneurs, executives, and professionals. Today's video is the third in my series on the astrology of burnout, focused on Saturn's lessons for setting boundaries. So stay tuned to learn more about how Saturn teaches us to say no, protect our energy, and avoid burnout through discipline and structure. And like the video so that it can be shared with more wise ones via the YouTube algorithm. All right, wise ones, let's get into how Saturn, the Lord of Karma, shows up in our chart and affects boundaries. As I've been talking about in this series, your chart holds the clues to why you may be feeling constantly exhausted, overworked, or how you struggle or where you struggle to set boundaries. When you want to get a handle on this to prevent burnout, here's what to look for in your chart. Saturn is the planet of rules, limits, and discipline. It shows you where in life you need to establish structure and where you might struggle with setting boundaries. Let's look at a few Saturn placements and what they reveal about your ability to say no. If you have Saturn in the 6th house of work and wellness, you tend to overcommit and feel guilty about taking breaks. Saturn's lesson: learn to set clear work-life boundaries to prevent burnout. In other words, don't work too hard. If you have Saturn in the 10th house of career and public life, you will feel immense pressure to succeed and may push yourself too hard. Saturn's lesson: know that sustainable success requires pacing yourself. If you have Saturn in the 12th house of subconscious and rest, you might struggle with feeling guilty about being tired and needing rest. And you may need to unlearn the idea that productivity equals work. Saturn's lesson: build structured rest periods into your schedule. If you have Saturn in hard aspect to Mars, the planet of drive and energy, and hard aspects look like oppositions or squares, you may overextend yourself and feel pressure to be always productive. See the Saturn themes emerging here about pressure, productivity, overextension. This is what we want to be looking out for when it comes to our burnout pattern. It's in our chart, but we uncover it by taking a look at how those things have shown up repeatedly in our lives. Now back to the lesson that Saturn brings when you have a hard aspect to Mars. And that would be prioritize saying no to things that drain your energy. This is a hard one for all of my highly sensitive persons, empaths, people pleasers, and codependents. And a crucial lesson for women in leadership or business to learn in order to be more than successful, but sustainable and balanced. So now let's talk about how ignoring Saturn leads to burnout. And I want to say this. The women who I attract as clients and those that I have had the pleasure of being around as a graduate of an all-women's college tend to be kick-ass, take-name women. They did not get to where they were at by being faint of heart, by being low on grit, or by backing away from a challenge. But what Saturn attempts to bring is wisdom. And what we must learn as we get older or as we seek out teachings from wisdom schools is that how things feel when you are a woman matter immensely. Women must feel good to do good. Men must do good to feel good. This can be an energetic dynamic as well. So if you identify more with feminine receptive energy, then the emphasis is on feeling. And if you are in your masculine, then you're more focused on the doing. The problem most women have is that they kick ass at the doing. And when they come back to rest and to tune into their feminine energy side, they have ignored so many points of feedback that there's a huge dissonance between the success produced in the outer world and the kind of emotions produced or experienced in their inner world. That's why we have to focus on having boundaries. Lack of boundaries equals overcommitment, and that can come from a variety of reasons. Speaking as a Black woman, I have a number of reasons why I feel as if I can't say no in certain situations or I need to show up. But most of them fall under the realm of polite society. And while that scratches that itch, it doesn't directly relate to my core desired feelings, which are to be relaxed, creative, free, fulfilled, and sacred. So if you're always saying yes to projects because you're afraid to disappoint people, or you're afraid you won't advance, or you're always saying yes to social obligations because you don't want to make friends upset, and you're always saying yes to work tasks because you're the only one who can do them, you will drain your energy reserves so quickly you will not have the capacity to enjoy the fruits of your labor. Saturn teaches long-term success, not instant gratification, which means rushing to take on too many responsibilities at once can lead to emotional and physical burnout. From most of my mentors and coaching experiences, I've come to understand that we tend to overestimate what we can do in 1 year and underestimate what we can do in 3 years. This is part of the reason why I'm so passionate about teaching, planning, using astrology, and understanding your makeup and direction using astrology. Because long-term success requires scaffolding, supports, and thinking things through. You want to feel positive about your plans without a doubt, but you also want to be able to gradually get to points of success as not to run your battery down. Learning to plan according to your chart and natural cycles helps you be able to enjoy your short-term goals and know what long-term mission is favored energetically so you can go at it without rushing and without the emotional and physical burnout. And finally, we're talking about Saturn rewarding discipline, right? Any earth sign energy loves a list, a spreadsheet, a protocol, a formula, something that creates structure, routine, and discipline. If you lean in to the specific astrological medicine that Saturn is encouraging in your chart and in any transits, you are able to experience success not just in an external way, but in an internal way in terms of feeling happy about what you do, feeling content, being able to celebrate yourself. You also become more productive as you respect the limits of your time and your energy and learn when you can be most productive and when to use rest as a strategy to get more done. Practical Saturn strategies for protecting your energy. Know that Saturn, even though it is the Lord of karma, karma simply means come back. It does not wish us ill will, even though traditional astrology would refer to it as a malefic. What it wants is to have us deal with the comeback of our own energy and encourages us to build healthy structures that support long-term success if you heed its suggestions. So here's how to align with Saturn's wisdom. First up, Saturn wants us to build healthy structures that support the long-term success of boundaries. You want to pay attention to when Saturn is transiting your 6th, 10th, or 12th house, aka the burnout houses, and use it as a time to restructure your work-life balance. And if Saturn naturally rests there, then you need to always be working on your boundary game. Like the slide says, healthy boundaries equals healthy space. You want to create Saturn-friendly routines. I fall victim to this as someone who has Saturn in Virgo, which is normally the 6th house. You need, and work for myself, you need to define clear work hours. No emails after a set time. No doing work tasks after a set time. Schedule structured downtime. Rest is a strategy for success. Make it a non-negotiable. Practice saying no without guilt. Saturn is giving you the permission to decline. No is a complete statement. You do not owe other people a reason for why you are saying no. You are not responsible for the contraction, the tension, or the disappointment that you can sense in someone else when you tell them no and they were expecting another answer. Recognize that no protects your time and energy. And whatever you are saying no to allows you to say yes to something in your life. And whatever you are saying yes to for other people is something you are saying no to in your own life. So make it count. If you want to know more about how to set a baseline level of practices to prevent burnout and ensure success in your work and personal life, then join my free Lunar Cycles for Women's Success mini course. Start planning work and rest cycles using your astrology. And if you want to master your energy flow and burnout recovery, then join my Feminine Flow Masterclass, which teaches you how to align your career with natural ebb, flow, and rest cycles. Learning energy management is half the battle. Planning for natural cycles in your business and work activities is the other half. And to go deeper or get more support doing that, join the 2025 Stellar Business Blueprint Solution, your personalized roadmap to astrology-based work-life balance and success. Because life and business do come with an instruction manual. It's written in the stars. If you found this video helpful, give it a thumbs up and share it with others who could benefit from the power of astrology in business. And subscribe and turn on notifications for more astrology and business tips that help you avoid burnout and work in alignment with your natural rhythms. Next in this series, we'll be exploring Venus and the self-care practices that the goddess brings us to nurture emotional, physical, and overall well-being. So stay tuned for that. And until next time, wise ones, blessed be. See you in the next video. Check out the 2025 Stellar Blueprints, which are online workshops for life and business to access your personal life or business instruction manual, complete with the cheat codes for success in the new year. Check out my new Etsy store called Stellar Planning Tools to get some of my newest products to support you in applying stellar planning, the lunar wisdom formula, lunar self-care, and to expand your manifesting practice. My new series, The Wise Woman's Mindset and Self-Care Guides, are being offered exclusively on Etsy. These guides were created to assist you in living with more ease, grace, and with a process to make lasting change in your life. Check them out. Link is in the description below. Discover the keys to your life's path and purpose by reading the stars with a free personal astrology report sample from 8th House Wisdom. From obstacles to opportunities, these reports teach you what you need to know to thrive. Try out any of these 8 types of astrology reports, 2 multi-package reports, and 1 tarot reading in the 8th House Wisdom Astro Report store before you buy them. They're available for immediate download and specific to you, your life, and your unique birth information. Crystals are a fantastic tool to harmonize and ground your energy. Use my coupon code 8th House Wisdom for 11% off high quality, ethically sourced crystals. Click the link in the description below to shop today.